Hey, this is Jude, the founder and CEO of Flamingo.
And I'm Taylor. I'm head of sales for Flamingo.
So welcome to our latest update for our April numbers.
We're so excited to kick off this report today, and we're going to start with my favorite metric, which is partnerships. So in April, we added 27 new buildings to our portfolio, which was 8,100 new units. And that's 27 buildings with better tools to offer residents a best-in-class experience.
So welcome to those 27 new clients. We are really excited to have you all on Flamingo's platform.
Definitely. And we know that the first step towards an engaged community is resident events. It's one of our key priorities, is helping make this process so much easier for communities. In April, I'm happy to announce that we hosted over 1,000 resident events across the country, which is a lot.
That's a lot of events.
And we had over 5,500 residents RSVP. So we said it last time, we're going to say it again. In-person events are back.
And they are really exciting. So some of the events that we saw in May included like the happy hour events, because rooftops are back open now.
Yeah, I mean, I love a good rooftop. I think everybody does.
Yeah.
Another key priority for our team at Flamingo is to make life easier for on-site teams by automating manual tasks, which we know there are a lot of in the property management world. So in April, we were able to automate over 9,000 tasks for on-site teams, which included move-in tasks, renter's insurance verification, package management, and many, many more.
And I'll say this, as I say every time, your site teams don't have to do things manually. Automate things so they can spend more time on actual resident engagement and actual resident experience.
Definitely agree. And another thing that helps you attract future residents to become part of the experience is online reviews. So in April, we helped communities generate over 300 online reviews. Positive reviews allow you to command a rent premium as well as attract future renters. So engagement is really important on the online review front.
Exactly. And we also hosted a really exciting webinar to help even more communities generate thousands of reviews every year.
The webinar was a success. I had a lot of fun doing it. So that was another huge part of our month. In April, we also facilitated over 900 resident in-app interactions per building. So residents don't just want to interact with each other at events. They want to continue to form those relationships following the event and stay in touch with each other. So it's great to see that interaction in our platform.
Yeah, and everyone thinks that engagement is all about events, but you have to also utilize digital engagement. So that's what a resident engagement app allows you to do.
Definitely. And another perk of having a resident engagement app is because it allows you to engage multi-channel communication with residents. So because we've optimized this process, our communications had an 80% open rate for our resident communication in April, which is really strong and I would say well above the industry standard.
Mm-hmm. And resident communication is really one of the most underrated ways to ensure that your residents are happy, because if they don't know what's going on, that leads to bad reviews. If the elevator is down and your residents don't know about it, then they are going to leave bad reviews. So you want to really make sure that your residents get those emails, text messages, and push notifications.
Definitely. And it's important to capture positive and negative sentiment in-house so that you can address it then. So another thing that residents did during the month of April was they posted on our social feed on average 22 posts per building. So if an elevator's out, it's best to just be transparent about the communication, and residents will engage on the social feed and give you the feedback that you need to improve their experience.
Yeah, so if you don't know what a social feed is, think of that as your in-house Facebook. So it's a way for residents to connect, form social groups, create their own events, and it's a really important part of your resident engagement strategy.
Definitely. I would say the more engagement that you can get on the social feed, the more healthy your resident engagement is as a whole. So another way that we enhance the resident experience in our partner communities is by creating opportunities for self-service. So in our platform, we have a digital resident guide where residents can access important information like Wi-Fi, amenity information, and pet policies. This is an extremely useful resource for our residents. And in April, our residents viewed their digital resident guide over 22,000 times. So those all would have been calls to the leasing office, opportunities for residents to maybe disturb your teams when they really want to find that information on their own. And our digital resident guide gives them a platform to do so.
Exactly. So with a digital resident guide, you also save on not having to print out hundreds of pages in paper PDF documents or handbooks that your residents are frankly going to throw away as soon as they move in.
Yep. We've all done it before.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Yeah, exactly.
Another way that we incentivize residents to engage and participate is with our in-app surveys. So we reward residents for completing surveys in our app, and residents completed over 10,000 surveys in the month of April. So we got really strong engagement on the surveys.
Yep. And surveys, again, are really important to keep a pulse on your resident experience, engagement, and everything else.
Definitely. So we incentivize them to complete the surveys with our resident rewards program. And in April, we dished out $7,500 in resident rewards. So this is money that they can spend on Amazon, at Target, on our concierge service offerings in our app. So we really incentivize residents to engage.
And we have hundreds of different partners as part of our rewards program, national brands that residents can utilize.
Great transition, because I'm about to share our concierge service rating in our app. For the month of April, it was a 4.8. So our goal is to give your residents access to the best-in-class services available in their market, from dog walkers, house cleaners, personal trainers. Yeah, thank you. So that'll help your residents give access to the very best services that they have to offer.
Yeah. And what's nice about service amenities is that everyone has space amenities. Everyone has a fitness center, a yoga room. But service amenities really allow your residents to access even more concierge type and more amenities.
Definitely. And I'm ready to share our last metric and my personal favorite. It's the Flamingo user satisfaction rating. Jude, can you guess what it is?
A 4 out of 5.
It's even better.
4.1?
No.
4.4?
Higher.
4.5?
Higher.
4.8?
Higher.
4.9?
It's a 4.9.
Nice.
So we've had a 4.9 for 2 months in a row. We're so happy about that. And maybe next month we can get to a 5. I don't know if that's possible, but we're going to try.
We'll see. Joseph, this is all on you to get us to a 5. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you in May for our June update.
Yeah, we can't wait. And if you have any thoughts, please leave them in the comments.
Okay. Bye, everyone.